Alrighty, so here we are back playing some more Tropico 6, and we are on to episode 6 of our conservative island playthrough. And last episode we put together a couple new areas to the island, including another neighborhood. And the major thing that we did was we put together a bit of an island resort for tourists. So in this episode we're going to be doing a lot of the same, try and get hopefully all of the neighborhoods done, and we'll start working on policing the island. So let's get into it. Alrighty, here we are. And immediately, for some reason, we have a humongous electricity deficit, which isn't great. Looks like our nuclear power plant isn't getting the uranium it needs. So let's go ahead and attempt to alleviate the issues here. We'll quick build that up. Quick build a warehouse. And let's just have this take in all of our uranium. So there's uranium storage. Let's go into the trade menu, come to goods and prices, and let's scroll down until we find uranium. So by unchecking this little box, we're now disallowing the the export of uranium, so that's good. So if we come up here, check on resource overview, sort by what we have the most of. Oh wow, look at that. Coal. Cotton, wool. So we have a lot of extra cotton and wool, and we're not really processing that much, which tells me that we could set up an additional textile mill. Cloth, we're consuming all of the cloth that we're producing, so getting another textile mill is probably a good idea. Iron, same thing. Tobacco. Anyways, so that's all good information. You could spend time looking into that, but I don't want to spend too much time. So if we come to uranium, ooh, we're not really exporting a lot, it doesn't seem. Okay, so that's what I was hoping for, but let's go ahead and hire people for the uranium mine here. That might be the issue. And ideally, potentially, what we could do is purchase a trade route importing uranium, just to keep up uranium production so we're never out. But I think we'll just give it a bit of time here. Spotted an area without parks, so let's go through and place some parks. Okay. So I want to get this neighborhood here done today, and then I want to work on kind of surrounding the skyline a bit with some various things. All of our fires can instantly be put out now, which is really nice. Come over here, check this out. Let's see what is up with it. Looks like tourists are using these new buildings, which is cool. Cabana Village. Nice. So it looks like tourists are sort of using all of this. Well, most of it at least. The beach resort, 117. That's really good. It's better than anything else we have. So the beach resort is what everyone wants to come visit. As well as this is getting a pretty good service quality as well. Okay, so we might end up building just a couple more hotels, but that is something for future me to worry about. For now, let's focus on, first off, police stations. Something in a comment I seen recently was a prison, and I was like, yes, that is a great idea. We need to do something about all of our criminals. And so in the last time that I made a series here, this is actually where I built it. And I figure this is as good a spot as any to build up our prison. So let's build a landing here. Quick build that, quick build this. Quick build. Okay. Max out the budget, and we'll leave this on re-education program, I think. Uneducated inmates have a chance of 50% to get a high school education when they do their time. The upkeep is increased by 10%. That's fine. Interrogation room, that's okay too. Alrighty, so there's that. Let's consider building up a courthouse. Courthouse is kind of good because it's going to make our whatchamacallit's a bit more efficient. Our prison, it's going to generate more money based on the amount of people inside. On top of that, I think it's going to decrease the penalty to the people's approval, people who end up getting arrested. So that's decent as well. I'm going to do this one here. In front of it, I suppose we can do some parks, maybe something like this. We'll do that. Okay, let's go ahead and quick build it. We're just rolling in money at this point.
Judges are now in session, serving dollops of rich, creamy justice for all Tropican citizens. Some hidden fees may apply.
So, if we do process here, when arresting rebels or criminals, their family members no longer lose approval. So, we'll do that. Allowing us to arrest people and not really suffer any penalties. Criminal, probably best to change this to business law, considering the fact that we don't really have like a full prison. So, courthouse, change this to business law. It's not going to generate a lot of money. It'll only generate like a couple $100 a month. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 offices. Let's go ahead and build another one, bringing our grand total up to 5. Max out the budget, and this one's going to stay on corporate, I believe. Because if we check out corporate business, $2,900 a month. We could probably even build another corporate office. This one's on consumer, which is up to $1,200, really good. And we are starting to get solid business to $700. And it seems like official business is going to be our lowest one for now. But either way, it's all really, really good. We're just hoping that some people show up here soon. Dangerous waste disposal increases efficiency by 25. You know what we could do? We could get power drill here. And then, why am I looking there? We need a research. No. We need to unlock the automated mine. And this will allow us, because you need to get power drill first, but after you do that and you unlock the more modern mine, whichever one it's called, the automated mine, you can modernize these. So let's go ahead and modernize this one. Max out the budget, change this to waste not protocol. So let's go look for that. Is it Cold War? I think it is. No. Core citizen. It's gotta be modern times. Drone factory. Automated mine. Alrighty. So there's that. You always want to change. You always want to change your work mode with the automated mines to waste not protocol. The biggest thing is that last sentence there decreases the amount mined from the deposit by 0.05 per produced unit. Long story short, what that means is, let's say there's 100,000 units of coal. What you'll end up getting is like 105,000 units of coal. So you just get a little more of the mined resource before it runs out. That's probably fine. And so it's going to have a much higher drop quality than the normal mines. And so that's going to make people want to work there more often. And additionally, I wish we could make this building like more, what's it called? Like a higher priority so that it could definitely get the electricity that it needs. Let's do 85 or 8,800 units of uranium. Let's go ahead and import that. Put this on ×4 speed. We just need the electricity, so I'm not really worried about missing out on stuff here.
And ask citizens to ease up on the purchase of aluminum foil.
Okay, so let's check out where some of our worst spots are for crime safety. Not a whole lot, honestly. We need one over here, so I will consider doing that. Gonna do a police station facing this way, I think. It's probably decent. Quick build it. We can do second shift. Put these on max budget and put it on always on duty. A rescue raid has finished. Let's check our population. Nice. So we're starting to run into having not enough population, so we're going to need to find or start building up some new jobs soon. So I want one maybe right here-ish. So let's go ahead and do that. Police station facing this direction, and then this leaves me room for our newspaper. Okay. So I think what I want is this. With a park here. Quick build both of these. Let's go ahead and max out the budget on the police station, get the upgrade, change the work mode. Come here, max that out. These are going to be on the voice. Deals in profit maybe? Yeah, they are on deals in profit. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this one on deals in profit as well. And so now if we check out our population, we can see that everything should be affected by, let's get this one away. We can see all the different circles around, and our entire population is being affected by a newspaper. We just need one maybe like downtown. And that'll probably be everything that we'll need. Could do one here, I think. Let's do one here. Max out the budget as well. Change this to deals in profit, right? Yes, deals in profit. So there's that. Okay. So uranium hopefully just got picked up. And hopefully very soon they'll be delivering it. Department of Interior is vacant. There's 6960 units. 6960 unit. That sounds weird. 6900 units of wool over here and nothing to put it in. Let's max out the budget here. Workshop expansion, unified weaving. You know what? I'm not sure if I got the upgrade for... Yeah, I did. Okay, so let's get fine fabric rolling. We're going to need to start consuming all of this wool. The reason we're not right now is because we don't have enough electricity. So hopefully, very soon, someone is bringing uranium to this building. Is it you? It is. Goods, uranium, from the dock to the nuclear power plant. But he's got 0 in his thing. What is that nonsense? Yeah, he just brought 0 uranium here. That's crazy, man. I wonder. Yeah, there's no real way to like force electricity into this building, which kind of sucks. Build a new building with the same settings. That's probably smart to do. I should do that more often. But either way. That's pretty annoying. That means that no one's going to be mining uranium. We're importing uranium, but it's probably just sitting in the dock, isn't it? Tobacco, wool, cotton, cloth. Holy cow, that's crazy. 10,000 units of those uranium. We're not selling it. It needs to get delivered sometime very soon. What about you? Coal. Did I end up maxing out the budgets on these? I did. What about you? Logs to the logging camp. Oh man, this is not good at all. Is there uranium in here? There's uranium in here. Someone needs to process this now. Right now. Let's go into times 30 speed, hopefully. Hopefully someone picks this up very soon.
This citizens are reminded
A new upcoming election. Nice. So crime safety is no longer our lowest. Happiness. It's now job happiness, which I was always kind of willing to allow this to be the lowest. With a conservative island, just because, like, I mean, if everyone had to give up one thing, I feel like the conservatives would give up job happiness. And something else that I read is that, it was on the wiki, they were talking about how conservatives are willing to give up personal liberty for extra crime safety. But either way, liberty's pretty easy to get up, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave that maxed out. Let's praise a religious faction, blame no one, promise nothing. Get a presidente to stop talking.
I guess I had another name once. But you know what names are good for? They're good for getting you arrested, Presidente. Well, that's not my game. My game would be business. Which business? Hey, what have you got?
So let's do an emergency job. What I want to do is pick up uranium, send it to the uranium warehouse with this one, and then we can pick up uranium from here and send it there. And maybe all I needed to do was get the first one and send it into the nuclear power plant, but doing this is just in case there's any spillover, anything extra will guarantee that all of the uranium's making it into the warehouse. So, there we go. Our electricity problems are solved. That was kind of annoying to have to wait for, but now we can focus on building up the island a bit. Check it on the population. Plenty of vacant jobs, but we're running low on housing, so let's go ahead and start putting together the next neighborhood. So, what is this building here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Did I do this wrong? I must have done this wrong. That's 4 wide there, that's 4 wide here. How did I possibly do this wrong? Did I build it with the wrong dimensions, maybe? What is going on? I'm so confused here. Oh, I did, because I am dull. Give it a bit of time, and so you can see the smoke of what I did previously. This is correct here, like this. Hopefully, I think these houses are backwards, as a matter of fact. No, they're not. Okay. So previously I built the last row of houses here, but they needed to go here. Okay. So now we can do this, that, this, that. Come over here, do these. So there is all of that. Let's go and do the next set. Okay. So there is all of that. Let's go ahead and get the poor housing out of the way. Can do this first one here. Second one here. Third one, I kind of want this to be this building. Let's quick build all of that up. Max out budget, electrify it all. Now let's start going through and giving all of our bonuses to everyone. Fast food joint. Well, we'll do that last. Let's go ahead and give them their very own church. Kind of like this area here. Quick build that up. So there's the church. Let's do the fire station next. Right across the street. What else are we building for each of these? And we did the police station here for them already, and they have their very own newspaper. Fast food joint, and that looks like it. Although I do kind of want to build another theater for this population here as well. So let's do the groceries. A new one on this corner I think is fine. And the clinic. Quick build both of those up. Max out budget. Both upgrades. Max out budget. Okay. So, grocery, church, clinic, fire station. We've gotten like everything. Ooh, okay, real quick. Small tangent. I talked about in like the first episode of this series. Oh no, another electricity outage. That doesn't seem that bad. But for just a moment, I was talking about making a dystopia. Someone wanted to see something like an island where right away I split the entire population between poor people and rich people, like right away, the first thing I do. And so that's like a really fun idea, I think, just to create something that is cool, like the function of it is cool. Of course, I don't agree that we should live in a dystopia, but I think it's a fun idea to make in a video game. So my point is this. There's a picture, and I think it's a pretty crazy picture, and it's somewhere in Mexico. I think, I don't want to misquote where it is, but there's this neighborhood in Mexico, and what you can imagine is instead of all these houses like this, it's like a bunch of like shacks put together. Like it looks like really, really poor area. But then in the background is an Amazon building that's like very large and pristine, all this shiny brand new paint and concrete. But in the foreground and just completely surrounding it is like just a lot of poverty, and all the buildings are like ran down and stuff. And so I think it's a really powerful picture. It's pretty easy to find online. And so I was thinking about this actually last night while I was laying in bed. It'd be funny to get shopping malls. Like build a shopping mall. I mean, we have so much money that I can show you real quick. Let's quick build this. Show you my idea. Inconvenios. This is it. I think that this goes tremendously hard, honestly. Like this is pretty much that picture. Like just a lot of like poor stuff in the background and then, or in the foreground, and then in the background is like this huge shopping mall. So I think that this is definitely something that's going to be a part of the, what's it called, build? The dystopia build that I want to do, not next series, but the series afterwards. So I think that'll be really fun. And there's all sorts of like just smaller things that I'm going to be doing with that as well. A lot of ideas that I've gotten from George Orwell's books. So just all sorts of really, really cool stuff that I want to do in a dystopia. But the reason that this is going to be possible is because there's going to be a well-off and a rich population. Kind of separated from the poor population. So there's going to be mostly stuff for the poor people living all throughout these conventillos everywhere. And then there'll be a couple of things for the rich and more wealthy class to do. And so that'll be interesting. Alrighty. So I could talk all day about interesting build ideas. If you watch the Communist Utopia that I put together, it's a really good series. But what I talk about in that one, or what I do, is I have a poor population. Every single person in that entire island is poor, with only a couple people sometimes being well off. But I thought it'd be interesting to do a communist utopia where everyone's well off and everyone can afford these sorts of houses here. But anyways, getting back on track here. So there's lots of extra cloth we have sitting about, but there's not really a whole lot of stuff that we're using cloth for. Or that you even can use cloth for. Alrighty. So, here I am. Back playing some more Tropico 6. And I know I already did the intro to this, but if you've been trying to keep up with me lately, I typically upload every day, like around an hour every single day. Been trying to, it's been like this for like 3 or 4 months, and most of it's just been Tropico 6. Occasionally I've been uploading other things, but I kind of want to branch out into other city building, resource management games. Preferably stuff where you're stacking modifiers, right? Because that's the name of my YouTube channel. Now, recently, okay, I shouldn't talk about it too much, but yesterday was my birthday and I ended up buying a video game called Ostriv. It's really, really cool. Like, all I'm gonna say is that's why I've been like just super addicted to this game. And if you really like Tropico 6, you like city building games, I definitely recommend checking out my video where I play that game. Now, let's get back to Tropico 6. Let's get back into this game. Now, right away, fashion companies. I was thinking about this. You know what could go hard is if we build a fashion company. We have so much spare cloth, right? But if we build this fashion company is right on the corner, right? It's not ideal. It's reaching into various different squares and it's whatever. But if we put this building right in the center amongst all of these buildings here, then it's just going to be so much more efficient. It's going to affect all of the buildings within its own personal like square that it's a part of. So what I'm kind of thinking is if we can move the fort somewhere, I definitely will do that. I mean, it's a bit cumbersome, I'd say. We're gonna call it worth. So yes. Okay. So there's that. I believe they're gonna need road access, which is a bit demanding, but I think we can pull it off. So let's do that. And we can road access all the way down to there. Could have made that shorter, could have filled in with some parks, but we're gonna just say it's alright. I think that's fine. Okay. So there's that. I'm happy with that. So now let's check out the efficiency of this. Click on the building. Ooh, look at that. Every single housing within its own personal block is being affected. That is a 10 out of 10. This means that everyone living here gets a service quality of, that's supposed to be higher, 94. What is the issue here? Maybe because no one's working in this yet? Factory outlet, yes. So maybe it went up. No. I'm not sure. Cat and tree. Free delivery. 94. 100. These guys are getting it for some reason. Maybe it just needs a little bit of time. Either way, so I want to build one of those in each of these squares. And because we have so much spare cloth, like we're literally, it's pouring out of our ears, we should be able to rather deftly deal with all of this. Fashion companies. So let us construct up as many as is applicable. Content with that. Quick build it. We're rolling in dough, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Let's max out the budget. Factory outlet. So, just like before, boom, every single house in this block, well, they're not all constructed yet, but once they are, then that'll be really, really good. We can do a factory outlet right here as well. That could be good. Yes, let's do that. Nothing too much going on there, so let's demolish those out of our way. Construct a road on down this way. Come to industry. Fashion company. Press play for a second. Okay. Cool, cool. Fashion company. Very good. And once we get the upgrade for this, hopefully it reaches all the way out here. It reaches 12 blocks away. A circle with a radius of 12, so I reckon that's probably close enough. Yeah, should be just enough. Okay. And so then we're going to need one here and one here. So ideally, I set these all up now. Now, when I first, it's been a couple of days since I played this, but last time I was, like one of my last few thoughts was to demolish all of this. This. Okay, I actually hate this. I actually really, really hate this. Because if I put, like, I'll just kind of superimpose it on top. If I was to put it here, it's like directly in front of the door to the high school, which I think's just ugly. Ideally, we don't really do anything to the front of the high school. Maybe we put it here, like this. Or maybe what we do is demolish one person's house. Like, there's people living in it, sure. But then will it reach everything on the other side over here if we push it too much one way? Questions, questions. Either way, we're demolishing all of this. Oh, well, I demolished the house. And still cancel it, but think, oh, it's even paused, but screw it. We're gonna full send this idea. Click on fashion company. We're gonna have to demolish a second house. What a shame. Let's get it done. Okay. Contention. Build that to there, build this to here, and build a park here. I like that one, a little curved one. Seems okay. We can quick build this up. And let's press play. Now, there's a pretty good chance that we're not going to have... Oh, we missed out on 2 houses. 2 people aren't going to be getting the benefit. Or 2 houses worth of families. Kind of a shame. Okay, so... Now then, let's give it a bit of time to equilibrium out. English hard. Let's go check in on various things. What's our population looking like? Lots of vacant jobs and vacant homes, which means that we should put this building into overdrive, which is already in. So let's do a couple more of those. Department of Defense is vacant. Oh, every single one of these is vacant. Education, religious, oops, religious candidate. Defense, we'll go with militarist. Now we're going with capitalist. Department of Foreign Affairs. Industrialism, is that the one I was going with? Industrialist. Interior. Yes, I like conservatives here. Okay, I'm content with that. I believe every single one of these bus stations is delivering people and... yeah, people to a bunch of necessary places, I hope, right? Did we not set up this place? It doesn't have an... oh, it does have... okay, so maybe it's going this way then. Oh, okay. A bunch of tourists just left. Kind of whatever. Let's check out this wool. So, and if we come over here, check out this. Cloth is... okay, so all the cloth is getting pushed out into these buildings now. So I reckon that's why these buildings weren't getting their 100. No, they're still not. That's annoying. Maybe they're not being... no, they are being affected by everything. They should have all the bonuses. Let's do show off. 42 buildings that don't have electricity. Let's go through and try and find one that doesn't. So that we can do it to all of them at the same time. Let's go here, show off. Okay, I think everything's good here. We're gonna need electricity like now. Going to times 1 speed while I kind of fix our situation. Oh, we can just max out the budget there. Okay. That should get us through to the end of this episode, I believe so. Try not to worry about it too much. I really do like the way that this is all going, though. Let's see what is not getting what it needs. No nickels being brought, no milks being brought, no coal there, allow everyone to vote freely, no sugar here, and I kind of have a feeling, yeah, so we have everything, like plenty of tobacco, plenty of cotton. Let's come over here. Do we only have 1 sugar? Did I never set up sugar? There's absolutely no way I'm that dull. We have 2 sugars. That's something to keep in mind. If I ever need some extra electricity, I can just go, or I can change this to almost natural instead of almost free of nature. Yes, so if I ever need it, I can squeeze out a little bit of electricity from those. Now, what I'm curious about is, I have a feeling, well, I don't know, like maybe right at the end of the last time I was recording, I think I actually just built these. So let's go into times 4 speed and hopefully our issues dissolve away. So what we're paying attention at is these little boxes here and the ones that have stuff like this where it's like a bunch of full boxes, and we're hoping all of those go away. Landslide victory, very good. Another rescue. Still need a bunch of people, so let's just give us some time. And it looks like many of these boxes are becoming alleviated. Sea disposal leveled up. Let's check out what that does. Every freighter leaving Tropico takes away 1.5 pollution for each garbage dump. Nice. There's a 20% chance, so that goes down to decrease the faction standing with each superpower by 1. So nice. It's just a little bit better, of course. Anything that has little stars, they'll get better over time. So this kind of means that over time, these, like, technically we kind of never need to empty them out, spend $10,000 to fill them up, because slowly we'll push a little bit out and a little bit out and a little bit out. But I probably still will do it on cooldown. It's just going to be a little bit more efficient. Yeah, as you can see right now it's full, and that one over there is full. And I believe, do we not have a third? Fairly certain we have a third one around here somewhere. Yes, it's probably pretty close to full as well. Okay. Maybe it fills up depending on how many buildings you're affecting. Let's see here. We have 6,960 units of wool just hanging out. Still no one's bringing any nickel in. Let's go check on a nickel mine. I know there's one here. Plenty of nickel. So what we should do is, let's go up here to pollution or population. Click on resource overview. Sort by what we have the most of. We have lots of units of coal. In 2 years we're making like 14k. And we're processing around half of that. So that means that we should try and process a bit more coal. If iron's matching it, which it is, it's almost like a mirror match. This means that we could set up probably comfortably one whole additional steel mill. So I'll go ahead and do that. Additionally, nickel. We need to go to the trade menu, I believe, actually. Trade menu, go to goods and resources. Let's go down until we find nickel again. And we'll turn off export. So now if we come back to population, nickel. Oh, we're only exporting a little bit of it. And we're producing a lot, so like there shouldn't be any issues here. What you don't want to see is the blue to be over the green too much up here. I mean, I reckon if you found my channel and you're into these sorts of games, then you could probably figure that out. But you definitely want to produce more than you're processing, right? And the smaller the margin, the better, because you're just being as efficient as possible. Another rescue raid completed, and we're running low on jobs, so let's give it a little bit of time here before we go and do something else. Tobacco. We're not selling tobacco, are we? That might be the issue here. Trade, come find some tobacco. La-di-da. Yeah, we're not selling tobacco, and we only have... Do we even have a tobacco place? Don't tell me we don't. No, I know I built one over here. So we do have this tobacco. Let's max out the budget. Automated line? No. Removing 2 job positions. So what is that? 40% of the workforce for a 20% increase? Doesn't seem worth it. Climate control input is decreased by 20%. We don't really need that now because we have a lot of input. The building requires an additional blah blah blah. A bunch of extra electricity for efficiency could be good. We don't really have the electricity to spare though. So let's go ahead and consider purchasing a new power plant. What I'm thinking is here seems like a pretty decent spot.
An official statement from the palace declares cryptocurrency to be unpatriotic. If it doesn't have a picture of El Presidente on it, it's not currency.
I'll worry about the roads later on. All I'm worried about is getting this power plant. Let's go ahead and quick build it. Let's max out the budget. No real upgrades that we're looking for. Maybe a pollution filter because we're so close to the population. Ideally, potentially, top gas recycling decreases pollution. Okay, I kind of want to control the pollution. And I was looking at it, I don't know if I was talking about this while I was recording this last, but this garbage dump's way too close. So if we check out pollution, come to island, as you can see it's polluting like these couple of houses here. They're the only ones like really affected by it. Ideally you want a value probably below 25, ideally 0 like it is right here out in the rest of the neighborhood. But once you start getting into here, these people living in this house, 75% of like a maxed out amount, which isn't good. house is on fire, so I'll either end up maybe destroying a couple of houses here or moving this garbage dump. It all just depends. It's in a good spot though. That's what I like about it. It looks like we have some park space here that I haven't really done anything with, so let's do something with it. We can do this one surrounded by those ones. I think that's a nice little park. All of these out here real quick. Let's go ahead and construct up some parks for them all. Turn off random variations. I mean, screw it. Let's go back to the method that I was doing earlier, which is this. These two in the centers, and then one of these on the ends. And in here we can mix in really anything, but let's do... I think this is gonna be decent. Oops. Pretty standard for me. Let's go to ×1 speed and just do a bit of thinking. Yes. What is this? Cotton. Let's go ahead and do another tobacco. Another tobacco building. Cigar factory. I don't want them like right next to each other. That just bugs me every time I do something like that. Can we fit it here? Maybe no. What about around here? Not really. Maybe we can open up another industrial zone. Yeah, that doesn't seem bad. Right next to the airport seems alright. So let's do cigar factory here. We are rolling in the money, so let's go ahead and just quick build things. Machine choppers, let's do that on all of them because getting some... Ooh, this is full. I definitely want to consume as much as possible because we have a lot of extras. And because we have a bunch of extra cotton there, and over here we were having a lot of extra wool. Might not have as much anymore. No, we still have a lot. That's telling me we should build up yet another textile mill. So let's build a new textile mill over here. And there. There. It seems like a dumb idea to build up parks right next to the garbage dump. Like the least beautiful place in the game, but let's go ahead and do it anyways. I mean, I'm not going to use that land for literally anything else ever, so might as well do it. Same thing with this little 2x3 here. Let's just do the same sort of spiel. That seems fine. So there's that textile mill. Quick build it. Road to here, then down this way. Maybe I didn't need to build this road. Probably could have fit in a couple of industry buildings there. That's okay though. We can max out the budget. Here we can do acrylic dyes. Increases pollution because, well maybe we'll... I'm not too sure. What does this do? Increases efficiency. Yeah, let's do acrylic dyes. Workshop expansion. Building requires extra electricity for extra efficiency. Let's get that. And then unified weaving feeder. I would like to do that, but I'm not too sure if we actually produce enough leather. Looks like we're low on leather. We can get a sense by checking out resource overview. And let's go find leather. I mean, maybe we could get away with it. Ideally though, I think it would be better to set up a bit more leather production for going too hard into this direction. Let's just leave it on, like without this upgrade. We'll do the upgrade once we know for certain that we'll have enough, oh wait, this is wool and cotton. Then yeah, we wanted to do this. Okay, I was thinking about the leather for the fashion companies, changing it all to haute couture. Either way, things are rather tip-top here. We have, what's it called, these fashion companies in 4 of our 5 little city blocks here. Now, I'm thinking, yes, I think I see it. Fashion company. Where's the road at? Oh, this is it. Okay, we're just, I'm not even gonna think. I'm just gonna full send my idea here. And hopefully it turns out well. Okay, I've kind of lost sight of what I was gonna build, but I think I can get it. I mean, I kind of hate it. If we can fit in a park here, then I'll be content enough. Yes, I think we can. Let's quick build all that up. Let's play. Fashion company, max out budget. Factory outlet. Fast food joint, max out budget. Free delivery. Okay. Look at that. We don't miss a single house there. Doesn't miss a single house here. Same thing. Same thing. And then this one only misses these two houses way over here on the edges. Very, very cool. So that's going to give us, if we check out our happiness, you can imagine housing being, right now it's over 90, almost 95%. So that's really, really, really good. What are people not too happy about? Faith happiness. I've been doing the shared seats option. So what I should do is a big brain move. Let's go through and do a cathedral. One cathedral. I don't want to put it somewhere unflattering. It's a cathedral. Somewhere, I wanted it to be like as close to the bus stations as possible. And as a matter of fact, I might just delete up a bunch of these parks to place a cathedral here. Ooh, that could be good. Yeah, I like this. So let's delete all of these parks. There's only 4 here. Ooh, 5, 6. So let's do that, and actually 7, 8. So I deleted all these parks, right? And now we go to public services, cathedral. We do this, it leaves like a 1 gap border around the entire thing. And now what we can do is 1, 2. Ooh, that's cool. So if we turn off random variations, I can do that. This is gonna leave us just enough room to do things like this. Look at that. Let's quick build this. So now, this is a two-purpose thing, right? One is we're getting a service quality over 100. That's crazy. I didn't know you could make a cathedral service quality over 100. It must be because of the Minister of Economy. Dining confessional, that's fine. So my point is this, right? This building is going to give us a service quality that's much higher. On top of that, it's got a very high, let's just hire people in, I guess, a very high amount of visitor slots. And so previously we were doing shared seats in all of our churches to kind of give us as high a service, or a high amount of like the highest amount of visitor slots that I could manage from these. So let's change these all back to legroom. Oof, man, that's like half as many people, right? Not really, but let's go back to legroom. And so going back to legroom is going to decrease visitor slots, but it's going to increase service quality by quite a bit. So we're up to almost 80 from all these churches. And most of the people are going to try and make their way downtown to the cathedral anyways. So there's that. So extra visitor slots here. On top of that, a way higher service quality. We have a library on fire. Send the firefighting helicopters. Okay. So, rather quite content with the way that everything is. I kind of want to fill in these zones here though. So we're going to need stuff like a fast food joint. They have their own church. They got this. They need the fast food joint. What else do they need? Nothing. Everything has like kind of its own little specialty. Like this one's got a library. This one's got a high school. This one had a military fort, but it's got military forts about. I mean, I guess we can do a theater. Let's go and quick build that, and then I guess just the fast food joint that it's a requirement. Ooh, we could do here, and then do that alongside that. And that, and right out here, let's do one of these alongside 2 of these. Perfection. Chef's kiss. Max out the budget. Musical. Max out budget. Free delivery. Okay. So, everything is looking up. There isn't a whole lot more that I can really imagine each of these neighborhoods are going to need. No one's delivering planks, that's okay. Max out the budget. No one's delivering milk. Are we even producing milk? I reckon we're producing more than enough milk. 2320. 2320. So we should have an exact amount of milk. But for some reason, we're running out of milk. And same thing with our planks. That's really annoying. Let's go check in on resource overview. Let's sort by name. Let's go down to the P's and find planks. So what is the issue here? Okay, so we're processing more than we're producing. So this is it, right? Like we've reached our limits. So we're gonna need to produce more. So to know what is gonna be the best course of action, let's choose our logs. So we're producing less than we're processing for logs. So this means that we need even more logs. More logs. So let's go through and construct up just a handful of additional logging camps about. Some of these people are going to have to kind of go for a hike to get to work, but we'll say it's worth it. Oh, and I never ended up setting up a new coconut harvester, which is kind of not great. Let's do one here, I guess. Hopefully that's not too bad, because we need to construct roads. Like, oh, what? What? Oh, the bus station. I was like, no way, what's going on? Okay, that seems fine. Okay, let's go and quick build these 2 up. I doubt 2 logging camps is going to be enough to cover this deficit, so let's do a little bit more. Max that out, turn off local consumption, both of the upgrades. The prices of canned goods, furniture, electronics, toys, weapons, apparel are increased by 15%. The prices of coffee, fish, pineapple, meat are decreased. So there's that. Take and give. Clearing woods. Okay. Let's do, I'm thinking 2 more logging camps, wherever we can fit them in. I don't want to do it like right behind the palace. Like, that's silly. We're doing really quite good. Yeah, we're almost exploiting like 100% of our resources that are immediately available to us. Let's go down that way, quick build up. Max out the budget, all the upgrades. Now, let's check in on our population. 30 vacant jobs, and there's a bunch of people about to show up in 3 months. So, hopefully that all works out. What is your issue? Sugar. Let's check in on sugar now. So click here, sugar. We're processing, again, way more than we're producing. So we need to produce more sugar. Let's go ahead and do, wow, that's crazy, 38 or 3480. And then here we're at, oh, I guess like we should have like a pretty even amount. Iron and coal, so we're stockpiling coal on coal on coal. So let's go ahead and do another steel mill. I was talking about this earlier. So in this new industrial zone, see what I'm kind of thinking is I could have not built up that road and gotten a little space out of it. So let's go ahead and do that. I don't know if you need to press play for a road, but let's go ahead and get that out of the way. So there's that. And what I'm kind of thinking is in this zone, we might as well do our 2 new plantations for sugar. Demolish that. Press play for a second. Coal's trending up. Doesn't really matter to us. Sugar. There. Here, here, there. Bam, bam. Perfect. Okay, cool. Let's quick build all of this up. All the new people moving in should have plenty of job options open to them. Almost free in nature. we can get fiber fertilization on these two, because they're going to give it to each other, this upgrade. Only a 10% bonus, so ideally we'd want to build just one more sugar hydroponic plantation here. So let's go ahead and do that. This will push things way over the top. Let's go ahead and do that. So if we click here and we click on efficiency, influence 10%, right? So it's on a 10% influence, and then work mode, maybe that's, oh no, the work mode's getting 10% there. But they're getting a 10% bonus from their influence of nearby sugar plantations on, or with the upgrade fiber fertilization, right? But if we click on this one, it doesn't have the upgrade, but the other two do, and so influence is up to 20%. So it's higher because these two both have 10%. You can click on this other one, influence 10%. So if we get the upgrade on this one, the one that is affected by the other two, and the other two are only affecting each other once, then this is going to push all of them to have that influence of 20. So just eking out whatever we can. Let's do almost free of nature here, and press play. Very, 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 very nice. So there's that, and as a matter of fact, let's go into plant or factory ranches. Let's find goats, and let's do some goat ranches, man. I'm gonna quick build those up. Reason that I want to do this is mechanical milker, vaccinations. Reason I want to do this is that these only produce milk, and this will guarantee that our creamery is never low on milk, which is kind of annoying me every time I see it. So there's that. It just costs a bit of corn, which we have plenty of. So there is all of that. Yes. Our rescue raid has finished, and we are in, like, just an amazing spot. Did I ever end up building the prison? These guys need a road to them, as well as those guys. I should do that real quick. Bam, 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 bam. Let's build a road down this way. Perfection. Okay. So now we are just, you know, we're rich. Our island is completely functional. A bunch of criminals are locked up. And everything is perfect. Look at the neighborhoods, man. I mean, I like it. I really do like it. It is pretty fun. But I just think that I could have done it a bit more neighborhoody. A bit more, just a little bit different, you know, but I am rather content with the amount of work that I've done here. I want to, quickly as an outro, I want to fill in all of this, which shouldn't take too much longer. 2 episodes, I reckon I could get all of that done. I mean, like, I guarantee I can finish this off. I'm pretty content with this, and I don't really feel like expanding too much out here, so this episodic series should last no more than 10 episodes. I might do, like, a final episode to kind of just go through and get everything absolutely through the roof. These guys need planks, and so the hope is all these extra logging camps can supply our lumber mills. Let's go back to efficient debarking. Maybe that's why we didn't have as many logs, because they were on efficient debarking. Either way, let's hope that all of this stuff kind of gets a little bit better here. Yeah, man, we're just absolutely loaded. Look at that. Just rolling in it. Either way, it's been really fun making this, and I definitely want to finish this off relatively soon. If you guys enjoyed this episode, be sure to leave a like, and if you want to follow along with more Tropico 6 series like this, I'm uploading every day, probably for the foreseeable future, and be sure to check out my channel and subscribe. Peace.